Leo is such a sweet boy. He is a joy to be around, full of energy, and he likes to be independent.
He surprises us every day with something new he does, makes us laugh constantly. Just overall a great, funny kid and has his own personality. In 2014, I was in my third year teaching job at St. John's. They hired a new second grade teacher and she caught my eye, and after a couple months we started dating, and then a year and a half later we were married.
It was a healthy pregnancy and we had the regular ultrasounds and checkups, and nothing seemed abnormal. Even from the ultrasounds, everything came back clear and good news.
With this being our first child, everything was new, and just the uncertainty and just overall excitement though, ready to begin this new journey.
We didn't turn to having a lot of concern until a couple hours after he was born.
Well, Leo was born with a rare form of proximal femoral focal deficiency. We call it PFFD. Leo's femur is almost non-existent. He has just a little bit of a femur, a tibia that has two different growth plates. I don't know that I've really ever seen that before with just PFFD. Usually the tibia in PFFD is relatively normal. The question is, how are we going to make him as functional and as useful as we can down the line?
Our specialist had very few cases that he has dealt with, so he recommended that if we wanted to seek out a second opinion, he gave us a specialist at Shriners Hospital in Minneapolis. We made our first trip up there and met with the staff and the specialist, and we just felt at peace there, walking in to the waiting room and seeing those children with prosthetics, just a feeling of calmness and knowing that we were in the right place with the right people.
They took us in with open arms. They were so positive. They gave us all kinds of gifts, and it was a really positive experience.
Shriners is a pretty unique situation where the majority of our patients that come here, it's a very unique thing for them. They're one usually in their whole town. And when they can come here and they can see other kids that have the same thing, and they start to play with other kids who are, missing the same arm or missing the same leg, it gives them a sense of belonging and acceptance.
They welcomed Katie and Tony and Leo right from the beginning and let them know that they're not alone.
You just think of all these what ifs. What if Leo can't run? What if he can't walk? But having a plan and knowing that he can have a prosthetic and he'll be able to do normal kid things gives me hope and peace.
Giving them that reassurance that, hey, we know what they can do, and for the most part, they'll do everything that their peers do.
So there's different roadmaps, but on this patient, on Leo, he has a very short form, in fact, the shortest form of PFFD. So we're just waiting to see how this develops for a little bit longer and then make some definitive plans.
In Leo's case, we'll probably some type of foot ablation and using that tibial segment as a new femur, and then placing a mechanical or a microprocessor knee underneath that structure when he gets older, and then walking like an above knee amputee. So that's typically what we're trying to produce as an adult PFFD patient, is something that's more like an above the knee amputee.
To have a roadmap put in place, I would definitely say encouraging and more confident ourselves.
In the beginning it was hard for him, but you wouldn't even notice when you put his leg on. He doesn't even seem like it's anything different than normal. And he always likes to go, and it doesn't hold him back. Seeing your kid go through something that you never went through, a hardship that you didn't go through, it was hard for me to see. And so I think it's helped me grow and know that it'll be okay, and I'm here to support him, even though he's going through something really hard and I don't know really anything about it. I can I can give him love still and help him through.
It keeps us close.
Yeah.
We need each other to get through this, and just growing our relationship and being there for Leo, our #1 priority.
It's just been a really huge blessing how Shriners has worked in our lives, and that I'm really thankful for.